Everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns, and I've got a field test shooting review. Today we're looking at the Umarex. This is the Beretta 84FS Cheetah, commonly referred to as the Cheetah. It's a 4.5 millimeter steel blowback CO2 BB gun, and pretty much all metal. I haven't done my tabletop review for this gun, but I'll put a link in here. I have done a little preview of it, so I'll put a link in there too as well, but I will be getting around to my full tabletop review shortly. I just wanted to get out and start shooting guns. You can see the weather's pretty good, and I want to take advantage of it. All right, so let's get right to it. I'm going to put 5 rounds through the chronograph. It seems to be working good. I've got these new lights on here, and I'm going to head back 30 feet from a semi-rested position and shoot approximately, well, probably 10 rounds. So I'll try and get 5 good rounds through the chrony and 10 rounds from 30 feet out into the target. Again, semi-rested position. So let's get started. All right, so got a magazine in here. All right, should be good to go. Brand new CO2, and I'm using Umarex BBs as well. Probably about 5.1 grain, and it's a brand new CO2. 376.9, 370.7, 365.8, 360.9. Air on that one. Let's just turn it off and on. We'll get one more here. Not sure what happened there. One more. We're getting good readings though. Let's get one more for you. There we go. 340.5. All right, put the safety on. All right, let's head back. Again, 30 feet, semi-rested position, 10 rounds into the target. All right, so I'm all set up. I'm back 30 feet here, semi-rested position. So I'm standing in the back, just sort of resting my hands on the bag up front. And we're going to shoot again. Well, it's a single action gun, so it's going to be single action every time, but it's sort of like a double action trigger. It's fairly long. First part of the trigger pull is actually, it's chambering around just the way the magazine works, and I'll show you that a little bit more in the tabletop review, but it sort of drags a BB into the chamber, kind of the way that this gun works. And so it's almost like a double action front part of the trigger pull, but then it sort of slackens off a bit, and then you get a lighter second stage. So let's just get right to it. I'm going to put hopefully about 10 rounds in here. And I'm just going to rest my hands on the bag. And again, standing in the back, you can see me good. Good. Here we go. See, that first part is heavy, and then it lightens up. Just want to make sure I don't accidentally do anything crazy, so I'm just sort of taking my time. So I pulled that one. Trigger's a little weird. Takes some getting used to. It's kind of heavy at the back end. If you're shooting fast, it probably wouldn't be as noticeable, but I'm really having to squeeze it at the end here. I'm not really counting. I think I've got 10 or 11 BBs in here. It should lock back at the end. That's it. Okay, let's take a look. Wow. Actually, you know what? This gun did a lot better than it was feeling. Like, it felt. The first stage has got a little bit of a bindy, sort of a rough stage as it's pulling that BB in, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's heavy. The second stage, when you're actually releasing the trigger or the hammer, is I was having to pull, and it was really hard to predict when it was going to release. And I was having to, I would say, give it a good 10 pounds pull. Got a little bit, it's just kind of hard to explain, but it gets kind of heavy and it's really unpredictable at the end. So this is very good. I was expecting to be chucking BBs all over because I was really struggling with the trigger, trying to figure it out. That is like a 1.5 inch group from 30 feet. Never shot this gun, never used this trigger. So I think I could do better with practice, once I've learned how to use this trigger. The blowback feels nice. The gun's got great weight. It's got a good balance. The sight, as you can see, is beautiful, right in line. A little high, that's fine. You can always sight a little lower. I was basically targeting right below the big dot here and hitting there from 30 feet. So at a little further distances, it's probably going to come down a bit. But really nice gun overall. Highly recommend this. Once you get used to the trigger, I think it's a pretty nice little gun. All right, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns, and come on down to the ReplicaAirguns.com website, where I'll have an actual tabletop review for this gun as well, with pictures and whatnot, all kinds of stuff there for you. Also our Canada and US stores where we sell air guns, blank guns, BB guns, pellet guns, airsoft guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.